The landscape for the executive MBA programs has changed since the last year. So we have brought for you a new edition, a 2024 edition for understanding what the executive MBA programs are and what do they offer in terms of the benefits in terms of career growth. The questions that crop up when you talk about an executive MBA, especially in India, are as follows. What is an executive MBA? How do you choose a program? What are the different options available? So, what is an EMBA? What are equivalent EMBA programs? There are master's programs available as well as certificate programs available. Apart from that, you have many options for pursuing an executive MBA in India today, starting from an ISB Executive MBA to an IM Executive MBA or international programs as well. Where do you start when you plan to do an executive MBA? So there are a few questions that you need to ask yourself before you choose the executive MBA programs. What are these questions? So these programs, they differ in their location, they differ in the format of the program, they will also differ in the schedule of classes that they offer. So there are some modular programs, there are some weekend MBA programs, there are even the evening MBA programs, but we are not covering the evening MBA programs in the context of this discussion today. Again, the executive MBA programs also provide you a very specific alumni access or alumni status for that matter, and international exposure along with career support. So what is it that you are actually seeking from the program will really mark out that particular decision as to what programs you should apply to. To get started, we have the ISB Executive MBA programs. ISB offers two programs which come under the purview of Executive MBA. This is the ISB PGPMAX and the ISB PGPpro. So the ISB PGPMAX requires a minimum of 10 years of work experience to apply to the program, and the ISB PGPpro requires a minimum of 5 years of work experience. Both of these programs, they can be done while you are pursuing your work, so you don't need to leave your job and go and attend a program at ISB. The format of these two programs is slightly different. PGP Max is a 15 months modular program which is spread across two locations, and it has two international immersions as well. And the PGP Pro, it is an 18 months program which is delivered at four locations. Again, it has one international immersion as well as residential weeks at the ISB campuses. So these are the two executive MBA programs which are offered by ISB. Another range of executive MBA programs, which are roughly 2 years in duration, are offered by the IIMs and different Indian institutes. For example, the IIM Kozhikode EPGP program, this requires a minimum of 3 years of work experience. The program is offered in a mix of interactive learning as well as an in-campus module, and the next deadline to apply to this program is 16th of August 2023. So going back to the ISB Executive MBA programs for a moment, the PGP Pro deadline, which is approaching now, is on 30th July, and the ISB PGP Max deadline for this year's intake for R1 is 10th of September. So coming back to the 2 year duration program, so I am Indore PGPMX is a program which is delivered at the Powai campus and requires a minimum of 5 years of work experience. The deadline to apply to this program has already passed. The IIM Bangalore PGPEM program is again a 2 year weekend MBA program offered at the Bangalore campus, and 4 years of minimum work experience is required to apply to this program along with the test scores. So you can either take the IIM Bangalore test, the GMAT, GRE, or the CAT scores can also be submitted. The application process for this program will start sometime in August. And there is another program which is the SPGIMR PGEMP, which is a 20 months duration program, again based out of Mumbai. There are two tests which are acceptable, either the test of reasoning, which is conducted by the institute itself, or you can also submit the executive assessment scores, a test that GMAC conducts. Minimum of 5 years of work experience is required to apply to this program, and it has a rolling process of admissions. The next range of programs that you have in India today are executive courses from international institutions. So UCLA offers a UCLA PGP Pro. This is a 1 year program, and it is delivered across New Delhi, Bangalore, and online. Plus, it requires a minimum of 7 years of work experience. There is the INSEAD ILPSC, which is also a program which is designed for senior executives with a minimum of 10 years of work experience. It is 1 year in duration, and it is a modular program which is conducted across locations across the world. Then there is a Harvard SELPI program, which is 9 months in duration. It requires you to have a minimum of 10 years of work experience, and it is delivered at Mumbai and US. And the IIT Bombay All in Washu EMBA is another program which is delivered out of India. So, on a mix of Mumbai and the US campus. And it requires a minimum of 7 years of work experience, plus it is 18 months in duration. There is one more program which also falls into the purview of being looked upon by the people with work experience. This requires a minimum of 8 years of work experience, which is the SDA Bocconi IEMB. This is an executive master's, and it has an international accreditation, which is offered by the SDA Bocconi Asia campus, which is located at Mumbai. The test scores which are required for this particular program are the SDA Bocconi test, or you can also submit the GMAT score. So this is the wide range of programs we have updated as to the availability in 2024, so that you can look at the latest information and choose the program of your interest, and which gives you the best career growth. For every discussion, in case you want a profile evaluation, or if you want to discuss the application process for the different programs, applications to these programs, or the interview process, feel free to reach out to us. We will be available to help you out. All the best.